$600 a night. Every room full. That was Palm Jumeirah in February 2026. Peak season. The golden window. Millions of high-spending travelers pouring in from Europe, Asia, and beyond, wallets open, expectations sky-high. Hotels were turning people away. Prices were climbing. Dubai was on course to smash through 19.5 million visitors for the year. The machine was working. The story was perfect. Then everything changed in a single day. February 28, 2026. 189 ballistic missiles. Over 900 drones.
Cruise missile.
All directed at the UAE amid escalating regional tensions. The vast majority were intercepted, but interception is not invisibility. Smoke rose above Palm Jumeirah. Footage spread of impacts near the Burj Al Arab. Dubai International, the single busiest international aviation hub on Earth, 95 million passengers in 2025, went dark. Airspace locked. Flights grounded. 20,000 passengers stranded overnight. The same resort that had a waiting list in February was offering fully credited stays for under $100 by mid-March. One-bedroom suites at properties that never discounted were available for $123 a night. Burj Khalifa View apartments dropped from $272 to under $200, then lower again. 700 flights cancelled. 70 to 75% cancellation rates in the days that followed. Hotel occupancy in downtown Dubai and Palm Jumeirah falling below 20%. Some properties staring at single-digit numbers. A financial hemorrhage of an estimated $500 million every single day. But none of that is the real crisis. Here is what you need to understand about Dubai. Dubai does not sell history. It does not sell natural beauty. It does not sell culture or authenticity or spiritual connection to a place. Other destinations sell those things. Dubai sells one thing and one thing only: certainty. The certainty that nothing will go wrong. The certainty that every detail is controlled. The certainty that you will land, check in, spend freely, and leave exactly as you arrived, safe, comfortable, untouched by the chaos of the world outside. That promise is what justified prices no other city in the region could charge. That promise is what pulled safety-conscious, high-spending travelers away from richer, older, more complex destinations. That promise is the entire product. When that promise breaks, it is not a setback. It is an identity collapse. 90% of the projectiles were intercepted. Physical damage was contained. By any military measure, the defense held. But it does not matter. Because one viral video of smoke rising above a skyline that was supposed to be permanently immune to this kind of chaos does more damage to a trust-based brand than any missile could do to a building. One person saying out loud, "I don't feel safe there anymore," reaches millions who were silently asking themselves the exact same question. Trust did not erode. It fell. Instantly. Publicly. Globally. And here is the brutal truth about trust: you cannot buy it back. You cannot engineer it. You cannot announce your way out of its absence. Infrastructure can be rebuilt on a budget and a deadline. Perception cannot. Trust returns only through one mechanism: time, and only if nothing goes wrong again while the world is watching and waiting for it to. The crisis landed on a market that was already fragile beneath the surface. Over 800 hotels. 152,000 rooms. 67% of them in the luxury tier. 12,000 more rooms in the pipeline for 2030. Supply had been running ahead of demand long before February 28. The tourism boom had been papering over a structural imbalance that was always waiting for a trigger. Between 2015 and 2019, adding 20,000 rooms drove average nightly rates down 27% over 4 years. That is what happens when supply outpaces demand in a stable, undisrupted market. Now take that same pressure. Remove the stable market. Collapse demand in weeks instead of years. The correction that took 4 years last time is being compressed into a single season, with no recovery window in sight, because Dubai's entire revenue model depends on the 6-month peak window between November and April. The disruption did not trim the edges of that window. It destroyed the center of it. And while Dubai absorbs this, every competing destination, Turkey, Greece, Egypt, Japan, Southeast Asia, is open, stable, and actively positioning to catch every traveler whose Dubai plans have just collapsed. Those travelers are not canceling their trips. They are redirecting them. And when a traveler builds a new relationship with a new destination, the probability of them ever returning to where they came from drops in ways that no marketing budget can reverse. Dubai has recovered before. The pandemic took 8.4% of its population in months. 2 years later, it had broken every tourism record it ever held. That resilience was real. But this is not the pandemic. The pandemic hit every destination simultaneously. The playing field was level. When the world reopened, Dubai was as ready as anyone. This crisis is asymmetric. Dubai is damaged while its competitors are accelerating. The starting line for recovery is not even. And every week the disruption continues. The gap between where Dubai is and where its competitors will be widens. Dubai has the money. It has the infrastructure. It has the institutional capability to attempt a recovery. What it does not have, what cannot be purchased, constructed, or announced into existence, is the restored certainty that its entire brand was built on. And that is the real crisis. Not the missiles. Not the cancellations. Not the empty hotel rooms or the grounded flights or the collapsed occupancy numbers. The crisis is this: Dubai sold the world a promise that the world now knows can be broken. And in tourism, in luxury, in any market built entirely on trust, a broken promise does not just set you back. It resets the entire question of who you are. Every competitor in the world is moving into the space that question has opened. The answer Dubai gives, not in press releases, but in months and years of quiet, uninterrupted normalcy, will determine whether the city reshapes the global tourism map or gets redrawn by it. That is what February 28th actually cost. Not a season. Not a quarter. Not a year. It cost the certainty. And without the certainty, there is no Dubai as the world knew it. If you had a Dubai trip planned, would you still go? Tell me in the comments. Asterisk. Subscribe for more analysis that gets to what actually matters. Asterisk. See you in the next one.